Welcome to the Lawn Stars, everyone, and welcome to No BS Lawn Care. Yeah. Another dreary day here in Tennessee. Yeah, it has rained for the past 5 days every day. And some of those days were total washouts where it just rained the whole freaking day. So, day before yesterday, we went out to do a property, see if we could sneak it in because we're way behind, way behind. So, tried to sneak it in. It's in North Georgia. I live in Tennessee, but we live really close to the Georgia state line. So we mow both in Georgia and Tennessee. And down in North Georgia, it looked like it was going to be clear a little bit, where it was still raining here. It's just the way it worked out, the line of rain. So, you know, we take off, and on the way, all the way over there, it was raining cats and dogs. And I was talking to Shane from DOT Lawn Care on the phone on the way over there, and I was like, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it in or not. It's raining cats and dogs. It says it's not raining down there, but so we get there, and sure enough, it's not raining. But this is a big property. It takes us about 4 hours for me and my son to do it. And we got about halfway through with this thing, and it dumped on us. I mean, it dumped on us. So couldn't finish. So we're gonna have to go do that, finish that up today. And then we gotta go do some other things after that. But I was watching one of Ray from Ray. What's his channel name? Ray Lawn Care? Ray. Just put in Ray Lawn Care. You'll find it. And if you don't already know, I'm sure you already know. And I was watching his video, and I made a couple of comments on his video. One was he was cutting, and I'm sure some of you people from up north probably, I don't know, let me know in the comments, from different parts of the country. You look at how low we mow some of this stuff, and you're like, that's crazy, you know. But on his video, he was cutting this field, and he had it on 2. And I said, woo, that's rare length right there. I mean, I never go below 2.5 is the lowest I go. But yeah, you may not get that, but this stuff grows like crazy. Like I mean, this is a crap yard. A lot of, you know, and that is on what I call this crap junk grass, which it means weeds. It's weeds and some grass. Mixture of Bermuda and fescue and weeds, you know. And that's what I got going on here in my yard. And they always look worse on camera. I'll just let you know that they don't look quite as bad. The camera does distort the way grass looks. But yeah, I'll mow these that I showed you the other day on 2.5, you know. So I go to 2.5 on stuff like that. Bermuda, unless it's like just really thick and smushy ground where you're going to go down, where you're going to sink kind of down in it. Do it on generally 3.5, and the fescue yards I generally do on 4. So just to let you know. And but yeah, he was all the way down to 2. Like, daggone, boy. And he was also talking about, and it made me think of these. I could have showed you right there, but there's nothing on it on those racks. But here on these Green Touch racks, he was saying, you know, he thinks he's going to switch over to something else because you have this one latch, this one thing that opens them all, you know, and it could you could inadvertently leave one open and not know it. But there's an easy solution to that if you, and I told him on there in the comment, is when you put them in, I'll just do this, just like that, and it'll let you know if one's loose. But I get it, you know, I get the concern because when I first started using Green Touch, I did learn that lesson really quick. When I looked back and saw one of the weed eaters kind of just hanging there, you know, about to fall out, I was like, okay. I told myself and I told my son, always give it one of these just to make sure they're in there good. But speaking of Ray and Shane from DOT Lawn Care, you know, there's, like I say in all these videos, there's a lot of fakery going on out there in the lawn care community, and there are some non-fake channels, and I believe those are really, I know those are really two genuinely non-fake channels. Shane from DOT Lawn Care and Ray from his channel. And the problem is the real channels seem to have low, like us, you know, seem to have low numbers. We just don't get those big, into those sky high numbers, you know. And that's fine. But, you know, it seems that the fake stuff just works for YouTube. You know, it's just one of those things. But, and at the same token, I think some of it has to do with people don't like to hear the truth. I know they don't like to hear the truth from us, you know, because people freak out, you know, if we say something truthful. I'll give you an example. Here's another strange tale from YouTube land. There was a guy on here. He still has a channel. I don't think he posts hardly anything on it anymore. I'm not gonna name names, but yeah, no, I'm gonna take that out. I'll bleep that out. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name. But yeah, there's this channel out there, and he was going through a divorce with his wife. His wife was kind of prominent on the channel with him at some points. But he was going through a divorce with his wife or whatever. He was split up. And they ultimately divorced. But he was carousing around with this other girl, you know. And he had her all over everything. You know, he had her all over his Instagram, all over this, all over that. You could see him, and he was putting pictures of himself out there with her. And I made a funny video. You know, it was a comedy video, but, you know, like the Finster videos. And just mentioned, it wasn't, the whole video wasn't even about him. It was oddly enough about Finster at the time. And there was a mention in the video of him, you know, breaking up with his wife. Well, we caught all kinds of hell for it, you know, outing him. That was the whole narrative, that the Lawn Stars basically doxed him. We put his personal life out there, you know. And I tried to tell everybody he's got it out there on his own stuff. I mean, it's not a secret, but everybody wanted to run with that narrative that we outed him, you know, which we didn't. He outed himself. I just mentioned it, you know. So yeah, that was one of those strange tales from YouTube land. But yeah, getting back to the subject, people don't want, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. You know, they don't like it. It is what it is. And I know that's the case with Shane, you know, who I believe is, we'll see. But he says he's quitting, you know, at the end of this year, YouTube. But, you know, his moniker is Doc Real, you know, telling it like it is. And in YouTube terms, I believe that hurt him, you know, because he was just, but that's Shane, you know, we're really good friends with Shane and Sarah. And he's straight and to the point and who he is, you know. It's no BS, yeah. And he will tell you like it is. If he don't like something, he's gonna say, I don't like it. And people don't want to hear that. And but I have to say, I never met a more giving person to the fans, to his fans on YouTube than him. I mean, he would call just about every one of them. He would have long conversations all day with them and stuff, and you know, just very very giving in that way. And but people didn't like, you know, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, you know, because they said something he didn't like, he would tell them that he didn't like it. So he made a lot of enemies. And so that's pretty much what's happened to his channel, I believe. And along with some other stuff that I'm not going to get into here. It's nothing bad. It's just, we'll just say political stuff, you know, and that YouTube doesn't like. Yeah. If I go into it, then they, you know, get on me. So, yeah. And then Ray, we're friends with Ray. We met him at the end of this video. When it's going off, I'll put a little clip of something we recorded together. We hung out together at the house that the Lawn Stars and Shane rented out in Kentucky at the expo. And him and other people came over and hung out with us, and we did some little videos with him and stuff. But I've talked to him many times on the phone, met him and hung out with him. So we're friends, but we didn't start out that way. We had a great feud, okay? And but it was really taxing on him, I think, you know, at the time. But he was all like, you know, we're just bums out there, blah blah blah, and we were giving him hell and all this stuff. And but it was kept on YouTube, you know. We didn't attack him off of YouTube, he didn't attack us off of YouTube. It was just a back and forth on YouTube. So it was kind of amusing. And at one point he was trying to prove how much better he was than us as a businessman. And he actually went, this was the kind of the straw that brought the camel's back, I think, where he was just like, screw this feud thing. He went to his bank and he took out $30,000 just to show it off in the truck to us, you know what I mean, to show how much. I'll forever give you hell for that, Ray. That was hilarious though. And but yeah, he did it. And but he's real, man. Same thing with him, you know. He could probably somewhat rub people the wrong way. He gets in feuds, you know, with people, and that may be what's hindered him some, I don't know. But he's real. He's a real dude. Shane's a real dude. And So if you want to see, if you don't already, I'm sure all of you that know me know them. It's not like I'm some big channel that people know me and they don't know them usually. So yeah, they are real, we're real, you're real. That's what counts. So let's go mow something. I'm not gonna record that big property because it's just, I can't there, but when we get done with it, which we're gonna be tired because it's gonna be a lot of extra weed eating and stuff because it's gonna be muddy and it's got wet areas. You can't mow when it's like that. So yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the rear. But when we get done with that, I'll record something of one of the yards that we do after that. So let's go do it now.
Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, gonna make an ugly scene. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm gonna pick myself a fight. If some deserving dirtbag a black eye, and if he swings at me, then I'll bust that sucker's knee. 'Cause tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. I'm feeling mean.
Alrighty then, here we come to another end of the day doing some no BS lawn care. Yeah. And well, look at this, the banana plant is over my head now. So yeah, getting pretty big. And there's various ones around the yard, but these are the biggest so far. Okay, we did get everything done today, and but the yard that you just saw, okay, was not even on the list. They called, they're not even due till next week, but they called freaking out because they really wanted the yard to look good because they were having a party today. And I was like, well, I don't know, you know, I don't know if I can make it today. We've got to finish off this big property, we got other stuff we have to do, blah blah blah. So I don't know if we'll be able to make it before we end the day. And he was like, we'll pay you extra. I was like, you don't have to do that, it's just I don't know if I can make it. But I said, when is this party? And they said it's an after prom party. So they said it was at 9-10 o'clock. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's starting to sprinkle. I'm sick of the rain. After prom party, 9-10 o'clock, okay, we can make it. So we did it, and that's what you saw. And I don't know if I picked it up on camera, but it was kind of funny, because you know, I haven't seen the footage yet that were recorded earlier. So, but hopefully it's on there where he came out, the daughter came out, and they were going to the car to leave for whatever they were, you know, she had her prom dress on. It seemed early, you know, for them to be going to the prom. I don't know when it starts, but they were probably pre-prom festivities or whatever. And so they were leaving, her and her date, and he freaked out because he thought I was going to blow grass on his daughter's prom dress. So you may see him going, whoa, 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 you know, but I saw her, you know, I wasn't going to throw grass on her. But that would have been something. Yeah, it's raining again. Okay, I'm gonna go over here in the under the thing here. Okay, so yeah, that was kind of funny. Something I want to show you before I go. I'm not gonna keep you too long. Something I thought of this morning. If you have a cooler, if you take a cooler to work and you don't put ice in it, but you put these things in it, okay, not all of them are created equal. I've had a bunch of different ones over the years, and a lot of them swell up real big and crack real fast. They don't last very long. And but this brand right here, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. Probably got it possibly at Walmart, not sure, it's been a while. But that brand right there, these things have been really good. They do swell up slightly, I think all of them do, you know, from freezing and thawing, but not nearly as much as the other ones. And these have lasted a good while. So there's your tip. Big Mo's, just the tip. Yeah, I gave you the tip, that's all I'm giving you, so get over yourself. Anyway, y'all have a good rest of your day and be safe out there tomorrow. And until I see you again, Big Mo signing off. Boop. Howdy ho, howdy ho, generic lawn care guy. Oh, I've been here at the Equip Exposition, and it was a good time, good trip. And I got my cousin here with me. He came up here with me, and I'll take you to go see him. Yeah, I think he's running away from me. Cousin, Where are you, cousin? There's my cousin. He's sitting on the air unit.
They're my cousin, y'all from the same mama, man.
He's sitting on the
What's up,
air.
man? Long time no see,
What are you
man.
doing?
How you doing
What are you
today?
doing sitting on the air unit?
I'm trying
Cuz?
to damn rest, man. The GIB got my,
Oh,
E got my,
got your BD.
yeah.
Yeah, he got his BD.
Y'all didn't think that we would ever be together, did you?
You didn't.
Y'all didn't think that we'd ever be together. I told y'all he was my cousin.
You thought we was the same person.
I,
But we're not.
we're not even.
As you can
look,
see, I'm much more
just
better
the same.
looking.
We got the same mama,
I'm better looking.
and we might.
You know that.
We got the same mama by the same cousin. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
So you doing leaves?
Yeah, I'll be doing some leaves while I'm
It
here.
look like you missed all this right here, huh?
I missed this spot. I didn't get that blown out quite enough. But in my defense, I have many thousands of acres to mow.
I mean,
I don't have time to get every leaf out of it.
That's why he couldn't make it on my team, man.
I don't
He
have
left all
time.
in.
I don't have time to get every leaf out of every bed. I mean, I got freaking I got like thousands and thousands of acres to mow.